Today I'm going to show you how to make a delicious chicken pot pie. Stay to the end because this is a meal you will enjoy and you don't want to miss any steps. Some of the ingredients I will be using will be parsley, salt, black pepper, garlic powder, and onion powder. Everything will be listed in the description with the exact measurements. The first thing I'm going to do is wash my chicken and pat it dry, and then I'm going to heat my skillet and then put olive oil at the bottom. I'm also going to season my chicken on every side and toss together. Once our chicken is seasoned, we can place our chicken in our pan over a medium heat. And we're going to sear both sides of the chicken for 3 to 4 minutes per side. So now we're just going to flip our chicken around and let that sear on the other side. Now that we have our chicken cooking, here's some of the vegetables I will be using. Broccoli, as well as carrots, and also chopped onion. Now traditionally you can put peas and carrots in a pot pie, but I wanted to try something different. So I'm going to use broccoli and carrots, as well as some onion. Then you just want to chop your broccoli up as small as possible and remove the stalks from the broccoli because you don't want to chew on the stalks of the broccoli. It's extremely hard. And we're also going to chop our carrot up around 1/4 to 1/2 inch thick. Now, if you want it thicker, that's fine, but it's going to be easier to make your carrots and vegetables softer if you cut them thinner. Now, there's the final look of our carrots and broccoli chopped. Now that our chicken is cooled down, I'm going to cut our chicken into cubes, or you can shred it as well. I also have some chopped onion that's ready. That's going to go back into our pan with olive oil. We're just going to cook these for 3 to 5 minutes just to sweat them down. Now while we have our onions cooking, I'm just going to cut my chicken, and you can see it's cooked all the way through. And I'm just going to cut my chicken into cubes around 1/4 to 1/2 inch thick. You can do it smaller, but it's up to you. It's your preference. There's the final look of our chicken that we have cubed up, and one last look at our vegetables. I also did 1 potato that I'll cut into cubes. Just make sure you wash and season your potatoes extremely good. Then I'm going to add some unsalted butter. And I'm going to add that into my pan and stir that around and let that melt. I'm also going to add my vegetables, my broccoli and carrots. And we're going to cook those around 3 to 5 minutes just to soften everything up. I'm also going to add potato and let that cook another 3 to 4 minutes to make everything softer. Now to thicken everything up, I added 2 tablespoons of flour and I dissolved that into warm water. It was 1/2 cup of warm water. I'm also going to add around 1/2 cup of chicken broth to get us more of a chicken flavor and a richer flavor into our pot pie. Now I'm going to add our chicken into our vegetables, and I'm going to stir that and let everything thicken up. Now I'm going to add 6 ounces of heavy cream. You could also use 1/2 and 1/2, or you can use whole milk, but I do not recommend using low-fat milk just because the rich taste won't be there, but use what you have on hand. And as I do this, I'm also going to season this as well. Okay, so now that we have our chicken and vegetable mixture cooking, I have a 9x13 grease pan, and I'm just going to use some store-bought pie crust. You can also use phyllo dough or phyllo dough, however you say it. You can use that as well, or you can make your own pie crust homemade as well. But I just want to do this to speed everything up a bit. So I use crust, and I'm going to put it in the bottom of my pan. Next, I'm going to put my mixture, spoon my mixture all over that. And while we're doing that, preheat our oven to 425 degrees. So now I have my mixture in. Just want to level everything off and spread everything and flatten it. Just give you one last look at how everything's going to look once you have it flat in your pan. Next, I'm going to take the other half of my pie crust and I'm going to put it on top of my vegetable and chicken mixture. And I'm just going to spread it out and cover up my entire mixture. Now, it didn't fit all the way, so what I did is just take some crust off the sides and just fill everything in. So the good thing about pie crust is if you get a hole in it, just pinch it back together, and that'll make everything stay together. Next, I'm just gonna cut small slits through our pie crust just to let some of the steam escape. So now I just have an egg that I beat into a bowl. I'm just gonna spread that mixture on to get that nice golden color. And to the oven it goes at 425 degrees, and I let this cook for 25 minutes. So if you made it this far, check out my other video on how I made some oven baked ribs. We'll see you on the next video.